From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Wrong.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Here's Luck now on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jameis now on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Keep bringing it. Stay in there. Four down. Ready. Blue ready.
Now Jameis on second down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Ready. Flag. Where's that? Let's go, let's convert. 57. Watch him down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Luck. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. On first down, it's Luck. Walker with a grab, left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Luck. They set up the screen for Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The pitch to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. Goes underneath for Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll toss it to Henry, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Love. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Murray's kick is up and good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Ready? Blue ready. Let me go.
2nd down, Winston. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And all the way down to the 29. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Winston again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the interception, it's Luck. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Luck on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. On 2nd down, here's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Luck. And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Luck completes it to Lee. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Even. Ready? Blue ready. Boys, head up. Boys, head up.
Following the interception, Winston. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Ready. Black 25. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Blaze up. Blaze up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Looking low, he's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jameis now on first down. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, it's Locke. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning away. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Okafor able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Love. And Walker has it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He got 29 yards that time. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Locke. That's caught by Meredith right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Murray's kick is up and good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Murray will tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Leaves it for Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And Winston lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? White 25. Blaze up.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter.
And Winston lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Monday. Hey, easy.
Here's Luck now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flush to his right. Looking long for Westbrook. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line.
And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 85 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready. Blue ready. Going up.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Here's Murray for the extra point. Murray connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Winston now to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready. Black 25. That.
From the gun, Winston. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion.
Ready. Move ready. Where's that up? Where's that?
Again, it's Winston. And that is incomplete here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On first down, Luck. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Luck going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans' 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Bust through the... And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now it's Murray to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Black 25 to the hut. Let me go. Play that.
A first down throw for Winston. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go now.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady. Let's get this. That. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready. Black.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ready. Blue lady. Play that.
On 3rd down, Winston. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Blue lady.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Winston. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Buying time, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
12.
Luck on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Completes it to Lee. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a handoff to Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Broken tackle. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Murray will tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,